Brady, I have a question for you. What was
Yes.
your favorite fairy tale growing up?
The Disney-fied versions of like The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Sleeping Beauty, you know, 80s, 90s stuff.
Good picks.
You?
I would say Sleeping Beauty, for
Okay.
sure, yeah.
Well, researchers say that these stories can actually teach children about healthy sleep and other lessons. Dr. Zorba Pastor is here with how that all works. Hello.
Hello, good to see you guys. Mine is Red Riding Hood.
Yeah. Well, what's the lesson that we can learn from that?
Well, be careful of strangers. They might be a wolf in sheep's clothing. I mean, that's kind of what that is. So this was a really interesting article in the British Medical Journal talking about basically how you can use fairy tales to teach kids about things. So I'm going to take a little data. I don't usually read out of paper, but I'm going to do it. Snow White.
Yeah.
So daytime consequences of poor sleep. I mean, that's what this is about. So grumpy, right?
Oh.
Irritability. Tired, that's sleepy. Right, you think about this. Weaker social skills, bashful.
Yeah.
Problems with word fluency, Doc. Remember Doc? He was the guy, who stuttered. And then sneezing might be allergies. So that may be a chance to talk to your kids about, hey, you need to have a good night's sleep because it'll make a difference. Make a difference with things.
And don't take a poisoned apple from someone.
Not at all. Right. That's the other story.
Yeah.
That's it. Princess is the P. Sleepless nights may actually be something to do with autism and autism disorder. Very interesting about what you did and the construction and how the princess had problems. Once again, a chance to really talk to your kids. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Come on.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Classics.
Everything's got to be just perfect. And that's a chance to discuss something called the Bears criteria for sleeping in kids. So bedtime issues, making sure you go potty before you go to bedtime. E is excessive daytime sleepiness, nighttime awakening, regularity and duration of sleep, and snoring. So that gives you a chance to really look at that. And then, of course, there's Peter Pan. And those are para-insomnias. Kids who have trouble sleepwalking have really big issues, and kids that get stuck in nightmares have big issues. So the idea is that fairy tales give you a chance to discuss things with your children.
Yeah, kind of give them the tools so they can learn and know why they're experiencing what they're experiencing.
Exactly right. And you can do it in a way where it's kind of fun and interesting. You're never going to sit down with your kid and give them lists because, as a parent, I know as soon as you start listing things to your kids, right, forget it. Their brain goes out the window.
Yeah.
Well, and it's a great opportunity to make these kind of complex topics really simple, digestible, and not so intimidating for little kids.
Exactly. You want to go to sleep, you want to make sure you get your children. It's a big issue with kids throughout their age, when they're infants, when they're toddlers, especially when they're teenagers. Going to sleep and making sure you get a good night's sleep is so important for brain growth. Because during the time that we go to sleep, our brain actually takes the memories, reconstructs them, and actually is incredibly important for our brain.
Yeah. I think you kind of touched on this, so if you're reading these to your kids, can you turn it into a fun activity and be like, if we do this, then, and if you go to sleep and you're a good kid.
That is a great idea. That is a really good point.
Yeah,
right.
You can wear costumes, have treats.
You can do all those things. Going to sleep should be a fun time, and I think that's really part of an issue, and it's something that you just brought up. Making it a fun time can make it a difference. Making it an educational time can make a difference, and that can lead to a good night's sleep for your child and for you as a parent.
Isn't that something when you're a kid you never want to sleep and you don't want to do nap time? Now as adults, it's like, that sounds good.
That's right.
Well, thank you very much and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you guys, too.